Hello everyone and welcome to a 1v1 matchup, this game taking place here on the ruins of Ashara, FpXy going up against RiplEy, as FpXy spawning on the bottom left hand side of the map, meanwhile RiplEy over here on the top right. Human versus Night Elf in this 1v1 matchup as things getting underway. Let's take a look how things are going. I've cast many games on this map here. There is a relatively difficult orange creep camp here, a level 6 forest troll warlord coupled with a couple of mud golems who will slow down your targets, and then I guess the easier creep camp is north or south of you as well. RiplEy going, who are you? Alright, I guess wondering who the other person is. Just like, hey, you're talking to me like you know me. What's going on here? Centaur, Sorcerer, Outrunner, and then a Forest Troll, Shadow Priest, and a Forest Troll Trapper. All right, as we're looking things over the map here, there is the center portion with a lot of relatively easy to clear out creep camps, but the map does feel a little bit small. By being this small, you may actually end up creep jacking your opponent or finding where your opponent is. Don't know no code. All right, they're just having fun with it, or FpXy is just having fun with RiplEy right now. Footman getting trained up. There's an Archmage coming back on the other side here. It looks as though it is going to be a Tavern Hero coming in from FpXy. Alright, Tavern Hero coming in from FpXy, hence the delayed Altar of Elders. Is it going to be a Beastmaster or some other crazy shenanigans? That is going to be a bit, well, a Beastmaster, or is it going to be some other hero? Maybe a Panda? Those would be my first two choices. Dark Ranger has really fallen out of favor as primary hero as of late, as the Archer getting in a little bit of chip damage on that Footman who is still just trying to scout around. Alright, where is the Tavern? Tavern is in the center portion of the map. Tavern Hero should already be available, not quite sure, and it is going to be the Beastmaster going for the Bear first. That Bear, very, very strong tanky unit in that frontline position. And one of the things you should often remember about creeping early on is if you have access to summons, you normally have access to more damage types early on. Having access to a bear who has normal damage coupled with archers who have piercing damage, extremely effective. But now we're looking at RiplEy really just punishing his opponent, trying to creep out this location here. Archmage does have some experience, and the Ancient of War of FpXy gonna get taken down, but at the hands of the Ogre Mauler. No real experience given right there, as the Footmen are now trying to retreat back. Archmage gets up to level 2, will have access to Brilliance Aura, and FpXy now in some serious trouble as he doesn't have any real production building units. He could try and hire from this mercenary camp as well, but it does cost a little bit more in order to hire from there, and also a mercenary camp, well, it does have a bit of a cooldown. Footmen continuing to put in all of this pressure here, and RiplEy doing a great job with only 2 Footmen and an Archmage, trying to prevent all of this creeping from these 3 archers, a Forest Troll, Shadow Priest, the Bear, and that Beastmaster. Beastmaster, however, did get a little bit of a lucky item drop there with a Sobi Mask this early on in the game. He shouldn't be as strapped for mana as he normally would, as the Archmage continues to try and put pressure on that Forest Troll Shadow Priest. Forest Troll Shadow Priest down to, well, 58 hit points. Looks like it will get a lucky break as an Ensnare goes down from a Forest Troll Trapper, allowing the potential retreat. Beastmaster now getting up to level 2, drop some Quill Beasts in on the battle as well, and now FpXy with the Sobi Mask and that Moonwell should be able to out-summon the Archmage with Brilliance Aura. Bears and, well, Quill Beasts still poking back a bit of damage. RiplEy now going to be retreating back here. Tech to tier 2 already halfway done. Blacksmith nearly done. Riflemen and casters seem to be in the future of RiplEy. I guess FpXy's future as well. It's just what he'll be dealing with. Razorman, Brute Razorman Scout, and a couple of Quillboar Hunters getting cleared up here. Beastmaster will be staying, or could get closer to level 3, but will still be a little bit behind. High Nerf Human And really, nerf human has human been dominating the matchups recently? Like the tournament scene, has humans been have humans been dominating the tournament scene? Yes. All right, I'll have to watch more games. I've a lot of the tournaments seen Infi and Sky crushing all for years. Well, it's funny that you say that because Infi is just like, I am officially an undead player, and Sky, who yeah was a great human player, but I don't think I've seen him play since like 2013. Though yes, Though is probably in that camp at well as well. They only dominate night. Oh yeah, humans do beat night elf. It's almost like one of those like a back in Brood War discussions, right? You have a zealot, you have a dragoon, you have a cannon. Zealot beats the dragoon, dragoon beats the cannon, cannon beats um or but cannon beats the zealot, right? It's just kind of like a rock paper scissors in terms of the overall play. Archmage does get up to level 3, picks up True Shot Aura, finishing off the last of these units here. Outrunner gets taken down, followed by that Centaur Grudge. Coming back across the other side, we are looking at FpXy opening and getting a Pit Lord as that second hero. Interesting choice, does opt to go for Cleave and will be getting in some extra bonus damage. Gloves of Haste not necessarily making Cleave that much faster. Wanda Mana Stealing going to be dropped. Are we going to be looking at perhaps Howl of Terror? Coming back across the other side here. Also, I think human imbalance. Yeah, especially with the changes to Masonry upgrade over like about a decade ago, it feels like. With the or at least 8 years ago, with those changes to Masonry upgrade, humans trying to mass tower is just a thing of the past, right? It's I think that's what Infi was pretty much known for back in the day, just using towers very, very efficiently and making it nearly impossible to take it down. Beastmaster sitting at level 3, Pit Lord sitting at level 2, going up against the Archmage and this Blood Mage here. Riflemen casters, riflemen with priest ready to move on together once more. Meanwhile, we're looking at the Raging Bear, Beastmaster, and that Pit Lord putting on pressure, looking to get to level 3 on that Pit Lord, and level 4 on that Beastmaster. Should be able to get 4 on the Beastmaster at the very least, as we're getting extremely close here. All right, remainder of the creep I'm going to get cleared up. Meanwhile, well, the size of the map really coming into play here as RiplEy runs in across the map, able to put in a lot of pressure even after that temporary retreat. In comes the Beastmaster and all of these remaining units. Siphon mana, Blood Mage trying to keep the Beastmaster in check, and by siphoning mana, constantly making that Beastmaster really just not altogether that strong. Wanda Mana Stealing quickly being used. Sobi Mask right there. He's going to try and break free. There's some more Siphon Mana as well. We are looking at Rain of Fire now coming down across multiple units as one of the bears gets taken down here. Beastmaster wants to perhaps use a little bit of Moonwell Siphon Mana from the Blood Mage. Yes, going to, well, cause a little bit of mana loss, but not enough to really upset this particular battle. Rifleman with that range and True Shot Aura adding in a bit of bonus damage. Water Elementals in that frontline spot. And well, while any time a human player does have triple Water Elementals, that is a time he really should be pushing. As Water Elementals, you normally only have 2 at a time, and now going down to 1. All right, that Rain of Fire with a little bit of bonus damage over time, but the Blood Mage doing his thing, keeping his opponent hero's mana in check, as the Pit Lord and the Beastmaster unsure of what to do next. This is a great strategy by RiplEy. Normally, Tavern heroes are very much mana dependent. A lot of heroes are mana dependent, and by going for that Blood Mage and constantly siphoning mana away from the Beastmaster and the Pit Lord, all these 2 heroes are really doing are just strong melee units, as the Blood Mage constantly keeping that Beastmaster low on mana. Rain of Fire now coming back down along the backside as well. Blood Mage may try and siphon more mana again. No, not going to be doing that, but the Blood Mage is keeping that Archmage constantly topped off, allowing for multiple Water Elementals to be on the battlefield at the same time. Blood Mage is going to siphon mana, yeah, and going after the bears now, wants every bit of delicious mana that it can get as the Archmage holds off here. All right, continuing this battle once more, drops another Water Elemental. RiplEy continuing with all of this pressure pretty consistently. Going to siphon mana from that Pit Lord. Pit Lord, well, still has enough mana for a Rain of Fire. Is he going to start trying to cast that down? That is the question, as there are triple Water Elementals here, now going down to 2. Siphon mana away from the Beastmaster. Beastmaster able to finish off one of those priests, though, as units are starting to fight, and now we are looking at Sorceresses joining in on the battle as well. A little bit of damage walking in through the fire and flames right there. Slow now cast on the Beastmaster, as we're getting a little bit of distance away from all of those Moonwells. Rifleman gets taken down. Raging Bear getting in a bash across that unit. Siphon mana, removing mana from the Druids of the Claw, and still doing more and more. Blood Mage now upside down on mana, having more mana than his maximum capacity, and now going to be losing mana over time. Blood Mage and Archmage needs to do a little bit of retreating, though, as the hero level advantage of FpXy starts to take hold. Level 4 Beastmaster, level 3 Pit Lord going up against a level, I believe it was a level 3 Archmage and a level 1 Blood Mage.
A player's forces are under attack.
All right. All right, the two of them having a little bit of fun right there, going back and forth. Archmage taking the opportunity and time to clear up the Forest Troll Warlords, Mud Golems, and perhaps try to get to level 2 on the Blood Mage here. Rifleman Sorceress is going to be able to regroup once more. We're looking at 47 supply going up against 49. Both sides currently in no upkeep. I just joined and there's trash talk. This is more playful trash talk, right? It's not, there's like no salt in it. Just this is fun trash talk to read. Any chance you could change the colors? The purple is hard to see, especially on the mini map. Let's see. Nope, I cannot change the colors. That's all I got for you.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, Pit Lord sitting at level 3, and the Pit Lord with dual claws of attack plus an Orb of Venom and Gloves of Haste. Suddenly that Pit Lord is looking very, very strong. Howl of Terror not being used, though, is going to be Rain of Fire, and I wonder if FpXy perhaps is going to try and change it up and go away from, or go towards Howl of Terror now that he has such strong claws of attack items. Beastmaster sitting at 4. There's a rejuvenation on that Pit Lord. He's still taking quite a bit of damage. Gets up to level 4. There is a Roar as well, getting up to plus 30 damage there. And that Granite Golem will get taken down, giving level 5 to the Beastmaster. Claws of attack plus 12. Oh, no, you're not going to leave. Wait. FpXy plus 42 damage on a Pit Lord. All right, did I call that? FpXy telling RiplEy about the damage bonus on his Pit Lord here, plus 42 damage with Roar, and that is going to be an absolute scary sight. Okay, only plus 31 right now because Roar has come to an end. Meanwhile, Archmage is sitting at level 4 and is now, if RiplEy buys a whole bunch of Scrolls of Healing, and he does, it's going to be in a direct response to FpXy saying, I have a plus 40 damage cleaving Pit Lord. All right, coming back around. Level 4 Archmage, level 3 Blood Mage coming back across here. Archmage taking actually quite a bit more damage than he should want. Should actually really be backing away. There's plenty of Water Elementals to absorb right here as the Pit Lord now coming across, and there's some major damage already. Rain of Fire. All right, come on. You have a Pit Lord that has plus 42 damage and you walk in with a Rain of Fire. Beastmaster at 5, Pitlord at 4, has anti-magic potions shell, gives the hero immunity to magic spells for 15 seconds. Meanwhile, off to the north here, Archmage and a Blood Mage, level 4, level 3 Blood Mage, also with Warsong Battle Drums, that will help offset a bit of the damage from damage advantage that the bears with Roar will have. Well, Purple Night Elf now making its way down in from the bottom. Pitlord with a lot of that cleaving damage, and here we are. Here's that damage, and here we go. Are we going to get some damage? There you are. Siphon Mana. Pitlord trying to make its way through. Has anti-magic potion, but for some reason, gets banished. Blood Mage opts to go for Banish to try and shut down the Pitlord. We are looking at some Spellbreakers getting taken down here, but that Pitlord is just dealing such terrible damage using the Pitlord's using the Pitlord's Rain of Fire while banished. Actually a pretty brilliant strategy, as that Druid of the Claw gets, Siphon Mana back out. Alright, 2 can play at that game. Flame Strike coming in, and RiplEy using Siphon Mana, Flame Strike, and Banish across the board. FpXy continuing to try and slice and dice his way through those Spellbreakers. However, Siphon Mana Banish going to continue to cause more problems, as the Pitlord, just waiting in the Ethereal Realm, trying to get in more damage. Thank you for the sub, a year and a half, 18 months sub, Chaos Frost V. Thank you very much. Continuing back around, Pitlord continuing to attack and slice its way through. More damage getting added in. Raging, or the Spirit Bear, able to blink forward, get in a stun, and then perhaps, force another engagement again. Meanwhile, level 5 Pitlord, plus 31 damage, could use a little bit more roar damage, as well as RiplEy is in a little bit of hurt. 35 or 41 over 72, going up against now 63 over 70. Yeah, at this point, having no mana on the Pitlord doesn't really shut down the Pitlord. Hence the reason why no level 2 Siphon Mana. The flip side, though, is that the Blood Mage is now going to actually be constantly low on mana, as it cycles between Banish, Flame Strike to try and keep his opponents in check. The question that I want to know is what is the level 4 ability going to be? Level 2 Flame Strike would add in a little bit more damage onto those bears. Meanwhile, level 2 Siphon Mana, or perhaps Banish to have it last a little bit longer to try and help keep that Pitlord in check. Meanwhile, Beastmaster sitting at level 5, nearly at level 6, could be summoning up some fun. Oh, did he get to level 6? Well, yep, he did. Alright, getting to level 6, and now gonna perhaps push out with those Thunder Lizards and deal damage to the buildings, trying to force an engagement here. Blood Mage sitting at level 4, Archmage purposely backing up, but FpXy's hero level advantage may just become too much. Alright, Beastmaster does not have a Staff of Preservation, maybe trying to pick one up before heading off to the north. Potion of Invisibility, Staff of Teleportation, will be teleporting back after using that Thunder Lizards, trying to rack up some damage and take down some of the infrastructure that RiplEy currently has going for him. Archmage is sitting at level 5. We're looking at Rifleman, Sorceress Priest, Beastmaster still wandering around here. No Arcane Sentry on any of these buildings here, and this is going to be absolutely key. Alright, what is he doing? Is he going to run all the way here and then summon? Oh, he's going to summon from this side. All right, he's trying to find the perfect location outside the range as well. FpXy saying, I got an Expo maybe, trying to keep his opponent in check. I think if the Beastmaster goes into that little alcove here and then casts to the north, all of the lizards will just attack these buildings down to the south. All right, there it goes. There's the bear, there's the Quill Beast, and there is the lizards. All right, coming back on through, and now continuing to attack. And FpXy saying, maybe I have it, maybe I don't. The lizards are just trying to explode themselves onto some of these buildings, has taken down much of the mining, as the Beastmaster is finally out of mana, but still racking up quite a bit of damage. Really, come on, that Arcane Tower needed to get taken down. Quill Beast trying to go after some of these units, as it looks as though an Arcane Sanctum may end up getting lost. So much damage added onto these buildings. Going to finish off one last well, farm right there and perhaps try and scroll of, or staff of teleportation back home. RiplEy completely out of resources back home, and now in comes his attack, perhaps trying to do a little bit of a base trade. Moonwells and that Beastmaster is ready for action. We are looking at 69 over 70 supply ready for this next fight. We are looking at a couple of Quill Beasts, Spirit Bear getting into a little bit of trouble, going to get taken down. And teleported. Where did it go? Teleported back and got got resummoned. Where are these units going next? Anti-magic potion ready for the fight. Here we are. Here's the engagement. And now the Beastmaster trying to lead in the charge here. All right, rain of fire along the backside here. There's a banish. The banish doesn't stop it, but the Siphon Mana going to shut down that Pit Lord for quite a bit as the anti-magic potion finally being used. Illusions quickly getting dispelled across the board as the Archmage continuing the attack. Beastmaster now trying to retreat back here. Is he going to be able to break that line? No. Blood Mage gets plenty of mana once more and continuing the fight as the Pit Lord tries to cleave his way through, and you can see how much damage that Pit Lord does. A little bit of playful trash talking between RiplEy and FpXy, but ultimately it was the hero level advantage of FpXy coupled with the item advantage on that Pit Lord, which gives him the win. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Yeah, that's that stampede in the back right there, causing such big problems. I would have thought that he could have positioned himself off here and then attacked north, started dealing damage to the backside here, but perhaps he wanted to get that Arcane Sanctum and everything else. Anyways, great game. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.